everyone, welcome back to our channel. In this video we are going to talk about May's budget update. So let's just get right into it. For income, we do block out our income for personal reasons. Supplemental, I did get my federal tax returns, so that was exciting. And then interest is just interest combined for all of our savings accounts and our checking account. These are transfers that came from sinking funds into our income. So my budget kind of gets a little confusing sometimes, even for myself. I can only imagine what it looks like to you guys, but I'm trying to figure out how to kind of simplify it a little bit. But this is basically money that was in a sinking fund that we transferred into the income so that I can then itemize it in our expenses, if that makes sense. We keep $1,000 every month rolled over into the next month. Our slip fees, cell phone, we don't have Netflix. Actually, we're piggybacking off of Pat's daughter's Netflix, so they were nice enough to let us use their Netflix now that we have internet, which is kind of cuts in and out, but we're able to watch Netflix from their account, so that was very nice. And then internet, $79.99. Again, we have a 3G hotspot, so that is the cost for that. It is not great internet, but it does the trick. Storage is the same, $115.18, which hopefully someday soon we'll be able to shrink down that storage unit and drop that price. Grocery, we went over in groceries this month by like an entire week, $832. So the way I budget is per week, not necessarily per month. So this budget actually had I don't know why I put 4 there. Actually had 5 weeks in it. So when I budgeted for groceries, it was $140 a week times 5. And then Pat also had 3 paychecks and I had 2, so that helped out. So anyway, so we did go over a lot in groceries. I wasn't planning meal planning, and we went over. But good thing is that we went under in alcohol. So we do keep track of all the booze that we buy in a month because we are trying to limit our drinking for cost reasons and also health reasons, of course. But we do like to drink a little bit here and there. So you know, we like to have a glass of vodka lemonade at night after we get off work, and we like to drink beers on boat project days. So it is what it is. This month we went under. We had budgeted $50 a week, which comes out to $250, and we only spent $162.13. So that was exciting. It kind of covered some overages that we had throughout the rest of the month. So household, we went over $4.92, and then laundry, we spent $30 even. Pets, we still had $10.78 left over in the pet category, which I would usually put into their sinking fund, but just because we went over in so many other categories, I just decided to leave that as it was. Travel, since it was 5 weeks, I did have to gas up twice this month, so we did go over a little bit there. Medical, went over a little bit. Pat kind of has picked up smoking a little bit again because everyone on the dock smokes, and when you're drinking on the dock and people are smoking, he bums cigarettes and then he buys them packs, buys himself a pack, blah, 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 blah. You know how that cycle goes. So he is trying to get off of that bandwagon again. So he got some Nicorette gum. So I put that under medical, and then I had a really bad allergy attack. I had to get some allergy pills and Kleenex and things like that. So we went over a little bit in our medical fund, which I took out of our medical sinking fund to cover the overage. So anything that is in purple on this line here means that it was transferred over from the sinking fund, from a sinking fund. Pat went under in his pocket money, which he went over next month again for buying Nicorette gum. I put it under his pocket money in June, so it all is going to kind of even out. I went over $11.54 in my pocket money. I think I can't even remember. I put a few kitchen things under there, and then I had to buy a new pair of shorts for work because I've actually lost about 22 pounds in the last 6 months from being on the, from eating vegan, from being on a plant-based diet. So yay, but now I don't fit into any of my shorts. They're all too big. So I bought a new pair of shorts. I put that in my pocket money. Restaurant, we went over $38.43. Let's see. Oh, Pat's boss was in town, so we went out for drinks with them. We took a Lyft, and then we had Taco Bell a couple times, and then we celebrated Pat's birthday breakfast at Downbeat Diner. So it all just added up very quickly, and we went over. And then boat repairs, we usually budget about $100 a month in boat repairs, but we went over a little bit. We did a lot of kind of fix-its. We had a leak in our kitchen, or in our bathroom sink. So we fixed that, and a couple other repairs. I lost track of some of them, some of the expenses. And so we went over. Pat had to pay off a car rental fee from his trip a couple months ago. He had put it on his work credit card, so we paid that off. And then gifts. I have 2 gift categories. I didn't even realize that. So it was Pat's daughter's birthday, so we sent her some money and a few little things from here. And then also we bought my dad some t-shirts for Father's Day. We're going to see him at the end of June. So we bought some shirts that he likes here in Hawaii. And also bought a few little trinkets to make Pat and I some matching bracelets for our birthdays. So that was Pat's birthday gift, and then I liked it so much I made myself one for my birthday. So instead of putting $50 into gifts, I left it out to cover this one here, and then I transferred over $42.57 to cover the rest, and then this one I guess just worked itself out in the budget. We were off by $18.99. I kind of got behind updating the budget, and something just wasn't equaling out. I don't know where it came from, but somewhere we spent $18.99 and it wasn't accounted for, so I put that there. And then we had to pay rent for Pat's dad's place. If you don't know, Pat's dad passed away, so we're kind of in the middle of selling his place and all that fun stuff. So we had to pay the rent for that, and yeah, so there's that. And then that came out of our emergency fund, so I took $700 out of our emergency fund, which is slowly dwindling. Next month we had to pay another chunk of money, so we basically have like nothing left in our emergency fund. But hopefully, you know, we'll be getting some money from his dad's passing, and that will be able to kind of cover the, fill our emergency fund back up, basically. Anyway, enough about that. So I just paid a $500 boat payment. We did actually put our boat payment on hold. We're ahead by like a year and a half. We don't even have our minimum payment isn't due until like 2020, I think, or 2019. So in June, you'll see that I actually put our boat payment on hold. We didn't make any kind of boat payment because we decided last month to go on a 2-week vacation to California to celebrate us getting married. Actually, we got married on June 1st, and then also to take care of some stuff with his dad's estate and things like that. So we've got this two-week trip planned. It was kind of last minute, so we're putting a hold on the boat payment, and we are putting some money into a sinking fund for that trip. Vacations, I was able to put, we were able to put $2,015.49 in a sinking fund to cover that trip that is coming up. Card registration is $150. That will cover registration and insurance. And then insurance for the boat is $200 a month. We put into a sinking fund, and then we pay that off for a year. The car insurance we pay off every 6 months. I did get my federal tax return, which I just took that out this whole balance of this sinking fund and put it into the sinking fund for our trip. We did take out $1,218.14 from our bonus tax return money and put it into as an income to cover some vet bills. So there was the vet bills there for Shadow, we took to the vet, and then my little old Chihuahua we took to the vet. We have our plane tickets for our trip, so that came out of that sinking fund, and yeah, that is where we left off. I did put $1,500 into to start out in the month of June, just because we had a lot of expenses right off the bat in the beginning of the month. And I think that's it. So I hope that made a little sense. If you have any questions, please feel free to comment below and ask me. We're pretty open, as you can see, about our expenses. That's all I got for you today. Thanks for watching. Bye.